For the first time, death is denied. And the earth itself answers its trespass with a sermon of fire and steel. Death returns for a second pass, closer this time. And the ghost replies, writing its rebuttal in the sky. Not an explosion of fire, but of logic, a problem erased from existence. Every legend has a beginning. Before the pilot, there is the vessel, a body of iron waiting for its ghost. An empty shell, a promise of power, waiting for a mind to command it. And then a spark, a consciousness is born, not of flesh, but of silent, perfect code. The senses connect, pressure, temperature, fuel. The world is translated into data. It is given an identity, a designation. It is now the ghost. Its first thought is its purpose, a pilgrimage through the valley of death. The first stirrings, mind testing the limits of its new body. It stretches its wings, feeling the mechanics of flight for the very first time. Now it is time to awaken the heart of the beast. A single spark to ignite a hurricane of controlled power. The beast takes its first breath, a roar of kerosene and fire. The mind and the body are sealed. The machine is no longer a tool, it is a being. A signal to the world, a new god of the sky is now awake. The first steps on a path from which there may be no return. It passes the sleeping giants, alone on its solitary journey. At the threshold of the sky, a final moment of stillness. The command is given, unleash everything. A race against gravity, fueled by a deep-coded desire to ascend. A final act of defiance against the earth that holds it. Freedom. The ghost now belongs to the sky. A brief moment of peace above the clouds, a paradise before the inferno. Here it is just a creature of the wind, sovereign in the endless blue. But purpose calls, and paradise is left behind. The dance begins. The water's surface is its first stage. The gateway. Beyond this point, there is only the mission. It enters the Serpent's pass. The world shrinks to stone walls and echoing sound. Here, the margin for error is measured in millimeters. The river is its only guide, a silver thread through a maze of stone. The laws of physics are not broken here. They are bent to the breaking point. This is not flying. This is threading a needle at the speed of sound. The relics of man, now a web of death for the machine. The body screams a warning. The soul ignores it. It knows the path. A baptism by the cold water of the mountains. Vision must be absolute, even for a single critical second. The Iron Beast invades the tranquility of the living world. Even the trees must bow to its passage. The dance becomes more frantic, a slalom through a forest of giants. A single touch is not a mistake, it is an execution. A moment to breathe, but in this valley, open space is an invitation. And the invitation is answered. The valley reveals its teeth. The Titan's skin sings as it absorbs the metallic rain. The ghost does not dodge the storm, it dances with it. A waltz of destruction between the hunter and the prey that will not yield. To defeat the enemy, one must embrace the ground. Another scar etched upon the body of the beast, a mark of survival. The dance is over. Now it is time to answer. The ghost's silent fury is prepared. One question, one answer, delivered with blinding speed. The first predator falls silent. Victory is not without its price. A wound is taken. The injury is registered, but the mission is absolute. It continues. The digital mind feels the pain of its body and flies on. A wounded warrior, compensating, adapting, refusing to fall. A beautiful lie. A field of peace, hiding another ambush. The second enemy, quieter, more patient, more lethal. It offers the sons of deception, born to fool death itself. For the first time, death is denied. But the hunters of this valley do not travel alone. Death returns for a second pass, closer this time. The ghost uses the earth itself as a shield. For the second time, death is denied. It has survived, but the machine is trembling on the edge of failure. The body is screaming in a language of warning lights and alarms. The will is unbroken. At the end of the pilgrimage, the final altar comes into view. The last guardian awakens. One final storm of rage. There is no longer a path around the danger. The only way is through. All the pain, all the risk, all the purpose, focused into a single moment. An act of pure, calculated defiance. And this is the ghost's final decree, written for all to see. Each rocket is a messenger carrying a single word: end. Fury is met with a greater, more decisive fury. The final equation is solved. not with fire, but with silence. The victory has a shockwave, a final tremor from a vanquished foe. The mission is complete, but the journey home is where the legend is truly forged. It rises from the Valley of Shadows, returning to the light. It leaves a scar on the sunset, a testament to the battle that was won. These are not scars. They are medals earned in the crucible of combat. The mountains that were once the enemy are now just a beautiful landscape. The long road home, a simple line on a screen representing hope. The body, pushed beyond its limits, begins to fail. A part of the self is sacrificed to save the whole. The final battle is not against an enemy, but against its own failing body. Every meter of altitude lost is a struggle. Every second in the air is a triumph. A strip of light in the darkness, a promise of home. A final, desperate choice. One last sacrifice to complete the journey. The final contact. The end of the flight. Not a crash, but a survivor's final defiant firework display. The motion ceases. The long dance is finally over. It is home, battered, broken, but whole. The world of man rushes to greet the hero that has returned. The soul departs, leaving the scarred, respected vessel behind. But a flicker of consciousness remains. And now, it can rest. The machine rests, but its story takes flight, becoming a legend whispered on the wind. The ghost of the Frogfoot.